Good morning and welcome to the Beauty of Christ. This is Samantha Williams signing in. Today's topic of my message, where we can let the light of Jesus shine upon our lives, is reject rejection and take off with faith. Let's read Isaiah 53:3. It says, "He is despised and rejected by men." Here, Prophet Isaiah is already prophesying about Jesus' rejection hundreds of years before his birth. In the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Jesus faced rejection throughout his life in spite of being rejected, blameless and without sin. He was rejected by his own disciples. He was rejected in his hometown where he grew up. He was rejected amongst multitudes. And during his final moments on the cross, he also felt rejected by God the Father when he said, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Now here's how Jesus responded to rejection. In Luke 23:34, he said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do." Here he responded with forgiveness, deep sorrow, and not bitterness. And he spoke these words during the final moments of his crucifixion. Jesus kept moving on no matter how people reacted, rejected, and responded toward him, because he knew his purpose on earth and nothing could stop him from fulfilling that, because he set his priorities right. Now let's read John 15:18. Jesus said, "If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you." Here Jesus prophesied rejection over 2,000 years ago, like Isaiah prophesied rejection over Jesus hundreds of years before his birth. So this confirms that rejection can happen, right? Keeping the scripture in mind, we all know that some of the most common factors of rejection in today's world is ethnicity, social status, financial status, rejection from loved ones, rejection at workplace, school, etc. So where is the problem here? Well, the problem is inside us. We have conveniently accepted rejection. We have allowed people and society to decide our worth. This also means we believe in seeking approval from others rather than from God. But if we can accept that even Jesus, the Son of God, was rejected, only then you can have the assurance and confidence that rejection does not define our worth, isn't it? Paul said in Galatians 1:10, "For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I still pleased men, I would not be a bondservant of God." So guys, now that we have covered most part of rejection, let's find out how to take off with purpose. And here, I'll take an example of an aircraft. An aircraft, as powerful as it looks, it cannot reverse on its own, right? It is dependent to be pushed by a small vehicle called a tug. This usually happens when it needs to leave the airport terminal gates. During this moment, this beautiful Boeing 777 aircraft looks massive but powerless and grounded. The lights and engines are turned off. But that was never the purpose of building an aircraft, right? Instead, it was built to fly like a bullet. So keeping in mind about worldly rejection in today's world, ask yourself, what is God's purpose in your life? Were you built to feel rejected, powerless, and grounded? Absolutely not. So remember, rejection will happen, but the important question is, and which is subject to my message, is how should you reject rejection? The answer is very simple. Reject rejection the way Jesus did, with forgiveness and mercy and not bitterness, by aiming for His greatness over the greatness from others. By setting your priorities right, just like Christ did, you are then no longer grounded Instead, you are switched on like the engines of the aircraft, beginning to live the life for the purpose you were built. And when you decide to take this leap of faith, you stand on stronger grounds and are now allowing God, not man, to take control of your life. You just got clearance of your life like the takeoff clearance from the control tower. Next, you move from rejection to rescue, and from rescue to restoration and purpose. And now from here on, if anyone tries to reject you, instead of feeling rejected, you will feel sorry for them, just like Jesus did. Why? Because now your engines and lights are on and the throttles in your life are pushed forward and there is no turning back. And as you continue to cruise closer and closer to Him, you climb higher and higher to a place of revelation and transformation, putting your life to the complete purpose you were built for. This is the Beauty of Christ, Samantha Williams signing out. Hope to see you soon with another powerful message where we can let the light of Jesus shine upon our lives. But before I leave, remember, rejection is God's protection because He takes you to greater heights. So make sure you keep Christ before others so that you don't get rejected by Him. Have a good day and God bless you.